Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to introduce how something could kind of fade in and fade out using the opacity feature. So I've decided that I want the center of my logo to fade in. So I'm going to find the center here. Here's the right layer. I'm going to click the dot so I can see it. And I want that to kind of fade in. But I want it to start fading in after Hive and Connections has slid into the frame. So I'm going to move up. So I'm going to make sure the right layer is selected. And I'm going to move this work area start all the way up to 3 seconds so that the center will start fading in at 3 seconds. I'm going to click the drop down and I'm going to add a stopwatch. So I'm going to add a keyframe and I want it to start out at 0%. Okay, so I'm telling this where I want it to be at this frame. And then I'm going to slide it ahead maybe to 412 or so. And I want it to fade in to 100%. So I'm going to move it ahead in time. And then I'm going to change the opacity to 100. Okay. So now if I take my slider, I can see that they slide in and then at 3 seconds those stop and then this starts to fade in. Okay. I also, another great feature of After Effects is this motion blur button. It's right here. If I click that, the transition is going to feel more smooth if I keep the motion blur on, so that it doesn't like chop up the frames. So let's go all the way back to the beginning and hit the space bar and see the animation. Hit space bar again to stop. Okay, so that's how I could fade something in and tell it when to fade in and when to fade out, what percentage you want it to be at a given point. Okay.